Hello college algebra student, this video is for chapter 6.6 part 2. We're still in the topics of solving exponential equation where the unknown is in the exponent and we want to find what the unknown is, where the base is, is a constant. So we have been solving equation where you would have one base and then some unknown and then the other are constant. Now we are into the section where we have two bases. The x is in both of them. Okay, so there is x in this example or in this problem. We have base 2 and then an exponent of x plus 1 and then another base 5 and then an exponent of 2x plus minus 1. And we want to find what x is. So obviously we cannot write them with the same base because 5 is not 2 to the anything. So we would do add ln to use the log property. So we apply ln on both sides. So just make it more complex. It's very strange. We want to solve equation. Usually we make it simpler, but we want to use log property. Why? Because log property allow us to bring the exponent down as a coefficient. So once you do that, this x plus 1 can move outside. Now x plus 1 is the whole expression that would get multiplied to ln 2. And 2x plus 1, this whole expression, because you're bringing the whole exponent out, multiply ln 5. Remember ln 2 and ln 5 are just constant numbers, so you're going to do distribute. So you'll say x times ln 2 plus 1 ln 2, that means ln 2, equal to 2x times ln 5. We will say x times 2 ln 5, right? So I make the constant at the back. So to avoid thinking that it is ln 2x or ln 5x, minus 1 ln 5. Now we have the x term and an x term on two different sides, so let's combine them together. So we have x ln 2 on this, we minus x 2 ln 5 on both sides, so minus x times 2 ln 5. And then I also minus ln 2, so minus ln 2 here, also minus ln 2 here. So it becomes x ln 2, and I factor the x out, minus 2 ln 5 equal to, on this side I have both negative ln 5, negative ln 5 minus ln 2. Now we can solve for x. Divide this whole thing on that side. Minus ln 5 minus ln 2 divided by ln 2 minus 2 ln 5. So you can plug in the calculator, but I like to combine it a little bit. Because yeah, I can just put it in. What do I have? Minus ln 2, so I have right. So I have, after I put in the calculator, is 0.9117. So one way you can do is combine them by saying, okay, we're dividing, so it is, or you were subtracting, so you can say ln 5 over 2. But you can just put them in one by one. But remember to put in one shot. Do not do intermediate rounding. Put this and then divide this whole thing. Do not do rounding intermediate. Okay, 4 decimal places. H is one base only, so we don't have this problem that we have in the last. And also we're lucky because this base is E. So we know ln E is actually 1, right? So we'll use this fact. So we actually would add ln. So we'll just apply ln on both sides. So this will be E 0.33x. And this particular equation is very good because everything is already cleaned up. And then apply ln also on this side. So just remember, you have to apply on both sides. You cannot just say, oh, I'm going to apply it because I want to move this out. But you still have to do both sides of the equation. So 0.33x, now you can use log properties to move this down. ln e equal to ln 1.8. ln e is just 1, so we don't have to do it. We just say that's equal to 1. So you have 0.33x is equal to ln 1.8. So what is x? You just have the ln 1.8 or divided by 0.33. Again, when you plug in the calculator, remember this is close the parenthesis first before you divide by 0.33. So this would be 1.7812. Next one is also an exponent where the base is e. So you always look for, okay, this is the unknown is in the exponent, but what is the base? The base is not 4.5e. The base is actually e. So this needs to be cleaned up first. So we divide by 4.5. We want it to be just e of something. So in this case, it's 1.2x equal to 1 over 4.5. Now we say I want to solve for this. I apply ln on both sides, e to the negative 1.2x, because we know we want to use the log property. Equal to ln 1 over 4.5. And then we move it out. This can move outside. It's negative 1.2x ln e, which is equal to 1, equal to ln 1 over 4.5. So x would equal to, because we don't have to worry about this, this is just 1. Negative 1 times x times 1 is negative 1.2, negative 1.2x. And so we'll just do ln of 1 over 4.5 divided by negative 1.2. Oh, 1.2. So put in the calculator, that is 1.2534. Okay, so IJ. The next one is, do I have to clean up everything? Oh, I have to clean up more. So I don't have to only divide by 3 because this is the one that I want to be isolated. A base and the unknown exponent stuff. But I have plus 1 and I have 3. So what should I do first? Just like solve a linear equation, you subtract first. Isolate the exponent term. So equal to 21. Now you divide by 3. But it is in this case it's lucky because 21 is totally divisible by 3. So you do 7. Negative 0.12x is equal to 7. Then to do this, you would want to move this, bring this down. So to do this, you apply ln on both sides. E negative 1, 2x is equal to ln 7. Add ln so that you can use the log property. So theoretically, you can use any log base you can do, but because the base already is e, so it makes sense to use ln. So this becomes negative 1.2x, even the x come down, and then times ln e, which is 1, equal to ln 7. Okay, so x would equal to ln 7 divided by negative 0.12. And in this case, I have ln 7 divided by negative 0.12. I have negative 16.2159. So that's the answer. This last one is a little strange because we see two exponents. We see an exponent, an e, and then another exponent, but this is x and this is 2x. So we would say this is quadratic form. Why? Because one term is the square of the other. We call them quadratic form. So then we would use substitution. Let u be the one that is not squares, e to the x, so that u square is actually e to the 2x, because if you square this, is actually 2x. So after you substitute to it, then I would have u squared plus 2u minus 8 equal to 0. And this is factorable, right? So two number When they multiply, they're -8. When they add, they're 2. So that is 4 and 2 with -2. If you multiply these two numbers, they are -8. When you add them, they're 2. So I have u plus 4, u minus 2. So u is equal to -4, u is equal to 2, equal to 0, right? So, but u is actually e of x. So you become two equations, e of x equal to -4. So add ln on both sides. So x would equal to ln of -4, which is unknown, undefined, right? It's undefined. So this is not a solution. No, not a solution. ln cannot be that. And if I say e to the x equal to 2, I add ln on both sides. So it would be x is equal to ln 2. And that is the solution. And ln2 is, you can put in the calculator, 0.6931. So this is the only solution. So after you substitute and factor, don't stop here. This is the solution to your substitution u only. You have to solve for x. So that is the second part. And then we'll do the third part where we'll solve log equations.